Doodlebud. Today I got some inks. The reason I'm talking about these, I picked these up on AliExpress. So if you don't want to order 1,000 bottles of something on Alibaba, I use AliExpress. You just get onesies, twosies. These were on for $1.54 each. So I got 4 of them. Came to under $8 with shipping and everything. So I couldn't say no. I don't know how big they are. I can't remember if they're 20 mil or 30 mil. I think this might be like a 20 mil. Anyways, 20 or 30 mil bottles, little plastic bottles. I mean, the brand is Karkos. I don't know. Never heard of that before. I wouldn't be surprised if you went on there and found the exact same colors with just different packaging, different bottles. So labels are all crooked on all of them, like not even close to being straight. But you know, for a few bucks, try out some new inks. Why not? And the reason I'm really doing this one is for this color right here, this violet. This is now my new favorite ink. I'll just give you a quick example of what it looks like. I'll show you a little pen as well here too while I'm at it, so a 2-for-1. But this is just, I love this color. I'll show you what these other ones look like here first real quick, then we'll come back to this guy. So again, I got a black, a blue, and a green. So no fancy names. The red is called red, the brown is called brown. I looked on there, so no fancy naming to them. But just to show you what they look like, I just got my little encyclopedia just to keep track of stuff. And that way you have an idea. So here's and what I'll try to do, I'll probably forget, but I'll see if I can do it on my Doodlebud Instagram. I can maybe take a picture and have it up there, so if you want to get a better look at stuff that way. But this is their green ink, so it's, I don't know, like a Granny Smith apple green. I'm not a huge green fan. There's only a couple of greens I like. I like the Monteverde emerald green and the California teal. Those are kind of my favorites. This one's okay. I don't know how much I would use this in the future, but you might like it. The blue's kind of boring. The camera, I'm comparing the light here versus what I'm seeing through my camera, which is just my phone. The phone's making it look a little bit darker than it is. It's actually even more pale, so nothing special, no shading. It's a blue. There's nothing wrong with it. This reminds me of Monteverde Documental Blue. This actually has a little more shading and sheen to it, but that same blue ink is kind of flat, no real pizzazz or pop to it, so this is kind of like that as well. Just a regular blue, so nothing special there. The black ink is, you know, regular black ink. Again, nothing special there too. If it's a straight black and you like a black ink, there you go. For me to use a black ink, I need to have a little something out of it, but this is nothing wrong with it whatsoever, right? But this is the reason I thought I should just do a review in the first place is the violet. We'll do a little writing sample here, but I don't know. I wrote this note here. It reminds me of Grape Crush, the pop. I'm in Canada, we say pop. Other places say soda. But it's just, like, look at that. It's just a really great color. Nice shading. Nice color. It's just, I don't know. It's a really happy color. I just want to, like, lick it. If it wasn't a bottle of ink, I would probably drink it. It looks so good on paper. So I'll just give you a quick writing sample. The pen I'm using, I reviewed the same pen in a different color. This is the Fuliwen. This one is the Danube Blue. And this has the roll stop. When I did the review of the one of the Starry Night, I forgot to grab the roll stop. So obviously it stopped it from rolling, because without it, this thing just, you know, bye-bye pen off a desk. And actually that's what happened with this particular one. I was at a Starbucks doing some work. It fell off the table, landed on the tile, and it exploded. Luckily, it didn't like shatter into a lot of pieces, just a few main pieces. The whole section and all that was fine. It was in the barrel, and it kind of broke right through. I don't know if you can see that tiny little... You can sort of see it. It's right there. Goes in and out of focus. I don't know what this can pick up. But anyways, fortunately enough, there's a little line you can see. I was able to glue it back together, and unless you knew that was there, I just pointed out, you probably wouldn't have seen it otherwise. It went back together, but I am just a little cautious every time I use it. Don't want it to break again. But so again, this is the same pen. Just a different resin. I should almost take a picture of this in the sunlight, because then it really picks up all the different colors and the swirls. It's actually quite a pretty color as well. And the roll stops, you get an idea of that. These just pop on and off. I don't know how much I like it. If I were to keep it on there all the time, I'd at least maybe epoxy it on so it doesn't slide off on and off. Or maybe get something different altogether. You could get some type of little jewel or something, glue it on, or even maybe counterbore it a little bit so it stays in there and it's a little bit more flush, like a little flower or something. There is enough thickness in the cap. You could go in just a little bit and not break through and glue something on there if you wanted to. But anyways, give a nice little writing sample with this ink at the same time, just so you have an idea of it. And I did this pen because it looks nice with this pen. But this is the, however you say it, the Karkos. Violet. That's a very short, simple name. But it's just a really, really beautiful color. I thought it'd be worth a quick write. One thing with this stuff, check how wet this is. This is crazy. Again, this is the medium that I stubbed this medium too, just like I did on my other one. Like, that's a pretty wet ink. Let's see how much, if you can even see it pool on here, maybe. I don't know. I'm thinking I might try this in like a flex pen or something, just to see, because sometimes, when you flex right, you need a really, really wet ink to keep up with the flow and stuff. I have a feeling that this one could probably do that. So, but anyways, it's a very nice ink. Like I said, it kind of reminds me of Grape Crush, or maybe like grape bubblegum or something like that. It's just real pretty color. You can see that how wet that stuff is. The camera's picking it up. I don't know, I'll draw a violet, I guess. I think they have 5 petals. And we'll just do a little coloring so you can see some of the shading that comes with it. That's a terrible flower. Whoop, I'm off camera. But yeah, if you were more into artwork, I think you'd get more out of this ink. This is a terrible drawing now. But anyways, this is my new favorite ink. While I brutalize this, feel free to leave a comment. Maybe what's one of your favorite inks you just came across, or one that you've been using forever that you haven't found anything to replace it yet. I don't know how much I would use this on a daily basis. I don't know if I could use this for work and stuff like that. It's also super wet, so you got to make sure that you're using quality paper, or else it's going to bleed through like crazy. It's going to feather like nuts on cheap paper. But yeah, it's just a really, really fun color. I enjoy it so much. So I'd love to hear from you, a comment on maybe what's one of your favorite inks of all time that you enjoy. I'll also try to leave a link to maybe AliExpress where I got it. The suppliers and stuff and the postings changed so much on that site, so I could post it today and it could be gone tomorrow. But yeah, if you're looking for some cheap little inks, you want to play around, get some colors, you might have liked the green or some of the other colors, but this is my new fave. I love this color. It's definitely worth the $1.50 to pick it up. It's a cool color. Anyways, check it out, and I'll do my best to leave some links for you guys. Have a good one.